Welcome to another episode of Lucas Live. Excited to have you guys here with me tonight. I got a cast of characters, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss tonight's show. You see the background. You see what we got going on. We got the cast of the top five. We're going to talk about what's your top five, right? This is a debate show that my guys put together, and we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to meet them. We're going to hear their story. How did the show come about? We're going to watch clips from the show. And if you're not subscribed to their YouTube channel, you're going to have to get subscribed tonight because you don't want to miss an episode, okay? I mean, I watch this show. I've been posting that this is my new favorite show, and I'm not playing, y'all. I mean, I watch this show on my TV. I'm not watching it on my phone anymore. I watch YouTube on my phone, but this is a real show. So I watch it on the TV because it's a real show, all right? Me and my wife watch it and we debate, all right? We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but it's real. We need you guys to tune in, to settle down, to get ready. Tonight is going to be an amazing show. I see some of you guys jumping in and sharing the broadcast. We appreciate it. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. I mean, I don't know what else you're doing. Now, if you shared the broadcast, let me just tell you, you can also click share again, and then you can share it with somebody specifically. Like, reach out to one of your friends and tell them they missing it and they don't want to miss it. I'm gonna go ahead and share it. Let's do that. Let me go ahead, because now I'm jumping in. We're gonna go to Lucas Live Media because I got it on my thing. I got the notification, right? So now I'm gonna go on my Lucas Live Media. You see, I see me right there, right? You see how that's working, right? So it's real simple. I hit the screen, boom, hit the share at the bottom of the screen, and then I'm gonna share it to a post, right? Boom, shared, done, posted, going. Happening, all right? Everybody make sure you share it wherever you're coming from. Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Periscope, wherever you're at. Show us some love. Share the broadcast. Join in on the conversation. Let somebody know they don't want to miss tonight's episode. I got more guests on the show tonight than I've ever had before, okay? So tonight, the couch is full, all right? I got guests everywhere. It's happening tonight. This is different for me, but I'm excited about it. We're going to make it work. We may have a technical difficulty or two, but we're going to work it out because this is live TV. You know what happens when things are live? Sometimes things go wrong. We laugh. We have fun. We're going to keep it moving. But you don't want to miss what we got going on tonight. I cannot wait to get into it with these guys. I'm going to give you guys a second to come in and join the broadcast. We got a lot of great things going on. I want to show you guys a little clip. Why don't we start with a little clip? How about that? We'll start with a little clip. For those of you guys who are here early, you guys get to see this first clip. This clip was the first clip that they dropped for the show to give us a little taste of what was coming of this top five show. I had talked to the producer, Rashad, who was behind it, and G. Bush before the show ever really dropped, and they were telling me about it. I had no idea it was going to be this good. So if you guys haven't been watching it, I don't know what you've been watching. I don't know what you're doing with your spare time, but you need to get focused because this show is everything. All right. It's taking us back because most of us, I know I was raised in a generation of top five shows or top 10 shows and TRL and 106 in Park and all the shows, right? MTV Jams. Whatever happened to Bill Bellamy sitting on the beach on MTV Jams? Rap City, The Basement, all of these shows, right? We don't have any of that anymore. We got MTV Music Television with no music on it. What's up with that? Can't find a music video nowhere on MTV, right? BET either, right? VH1 either, right? So this show is bringing back that feel, that vibe. Now they're going to talk about top five, a lot of stuff. It's not just going to be music. It's going to be a lot of stuff over time. I can't wait. I'm ready for them to talk about like top five candy bars. I don't know. I want to hear it all. I want to hear the debate on the top five animals. I want to hear the top five everything. I can't wait. So I want to show you guys a little clip. Let's get into this clip. Let me share my screen with you guys. We're going to get into this. It's showing me something different when I click it. Let's see what happens. Where we go. Boom. You guys check this out. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen. That was just a little taste of what's going on the top five. You can see my guys. I'm going to bring them on right now. Welcome to the show. G. Bush, Trent. Trent's coming. We got G. Bush, Bryson, Mace, welcome to the show, my man. How you guys doing?
What's happening?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How y'all feeling today?
I'm good.
Good.
Man.
What's going on? G. Bush, let's start with you, man. Hey, what's happening, man? You the man behind the plan, man. What's going on with you, man? How you feeling?
I'm just chilling, man. I'm just happy. I'm happy to be here, man. The last time I pulled up on you, we really didn't have all the stuff we wanted to have. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Rashad, man, and we've been working on this for such a long time. And one of the things I told him was, "Hey, Lucas is killing the game right now. You better come with. You better have this heat. Lucas is here killing the internet game. People said it was the verses. Everybody had a blog. Everybody." And you out here destroying the game.
Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
So when you brought us back, man, today, you've been on here a couple times, but I'm trying to highlight some of the talented brothers that I'm working with, man. And I say brothers because we grew up together. We all family, and I'm just trying to highlight the talents that they got, because to be honest with you, y'all might have heard me on radio or television or see me do things in a sports venue, but these guys is the guys that make the show. This show is about them. This is about their debate. I'm just here to keep them on the guardrail. So that's what I'm here to do.
I love it. I love it. I love it, man. I appreciate the love and support, man. You were on one of my first episodes. I mean, you were on month one. And the crazy part is, when you were on month one, we talked about sports. Jordan, LeBron, we had some debates. We talked about it then. And we actually dropped a preview of the top five. We showed a little bit of the documentary and a little bit of the top five. Back then, people was like, that looked good. But they didn't know. Today's the day. Now's the time. The show is here, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are going to have to make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, Top 5. How you spell top? It's top, and then the 5 is F5VE, I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
In the building. Go ahead and explain that, man. Where you at, Rashad?
What's happening? Let's get Rashad. We got Rashad, the man behind the
There
plan.
you go.
Welcome. He's here. Welcome to the show. Here we got it. Rashad and Melita Polk. Welcome. Hey,
So,
Melita's blurred out. You got the blurry background on, so you got your wife on blur. I don't know why you're doing that, brother.
Man,
But
you got the hype Williams
White
cameras.
blur.
right.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Rashad Polk in the house right
Okay.
here.
Look, I don't even listen. Hey, look, all I know how to do is edit. I don't even know what this is. I can get it right on my computer. You know what I'm saying? So we on the phone, but no. So the top 5. Really, to be honest, when we came up with the name, I got to credit Bryson, because you know how people buy they buy domain names, and so top 5 was just gone, like, and they posted it for like $2,000 or whatever. But then Bryson actually came up with a script that we actually want to use for season 3. Our actual logo, I'm going to change it to this. It's a nice neon script, but he had the F, and then he had the 5, and he had the VE. And I was like, oh, that's how Bryson is an artist, low key, man. He's an artist, man. So that's his look, man.
We got Bryson in the house. What's up, my man?
What's going on?
Not much, man. So what's up? So you was behind making the top 5. Tell me why this is something though that you've been doing, because it's my understanding that you, G. Bush, your Trent, your brother, that debating stuff is nothing new to you fellas. What's up with that?
I mean, being brothers, growing up the whole time, it's like a sport. It's just in your blood, you know. We all very close in age, and you got to share one bedroom. We debated about everything.
Right.
We debated about the best chicken, who got the best fries, who gonna be able to drive first, whose girlfriends look the prettiest. I mean, we'll debate about anything.
So this is real life. Then they bring everything is real life. Then they bring to the show to add a little flavor. You see the colors. It says Watt City out here. King Gigawatt. Just call me Monty. Mace Monty. I don't know. He goes by many different aliases, but my man is always doing stuff, dropping hot verses. You never know what he may be doing. Mace is in the house. What's up, my man? How you feeling today?
What's popping, man? You the GOAT. It's about you. It's
hey,
about me. It's about
man, you guys are doing your thing, man. So what was it like when you got involved in the project? You definitely bring some flavor, some insight. You're thinking through your list. I'm gonna have to say your list makes sense. I must admit, some other lists. Now we ain't got Trent on just yet. It's some list that I'd be having if I gotta Google somebody on your list, I'm like, did he say the dude from Grownish on the one? Anyway, we'll get to that later. I was lost. I was like, he dances? What was that in a Disney movie? He might have, I don't. Anyway, that's different. That's another thing. But Mace, what's up with you, man? So, what was it like when you got involved in the project? When they started talking to you about it, what were your thoughts?
Man, first of all, I was overwhelmed because I always looked up to G. Bush. I always looked up to Rashad. Like, G. Bush was just that guy when it came to, I went to McKinley and I played in a band. So I'm playing behind him while he's scoring, while he out there playing defense, offense, and all that stuff. And I'm there, and then I'm watching Rashad, like, all the time. You know what I'm saying? From band, he's one of the reasons why I do music, the reason why I make beats and stuff like that is based off of him. So when I got the phone call saying, "Oh, do you want to be involved?" I was kind of blown back. Because first I got it on a late night. It was like 10:30, 10:45. Wow. And I'm like, normally if you get phone calls from anybody about 10:30, 10:45 at night, it's not your girl.
It's a problem.
Somebody either crossing the line or some family situations is going on.
Right.
So, but it was coming through Messenger, through video. And I'm like, oh, hold on. I keep hitting ignored. And then I go back and look. And I'm like, it's them. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Then they asked me, and it was just mind blowing, man. I really appreciated it. I loved the how they put it together. I'm glad that they, you know what I'm saying, even called me and considered me out of, you know what I'm saying, one random person from Canton. You know what I mean? I was trying to do my little versus show at the time, and they seen that. They said that was booming, and they wanted to bring me into the fivefold, and I loved it. I appreciated the whole thing, so I'm just here.
Hey, man, one thing I want to say to you guys is I love the love that everybody has for each other. The love you guys have all shown me, the love we're showing each other. A lot of times people say, you know, everybody, it's crabs in a barrel, you know, especially as black people, right? It's like they're not going to help each other rise. They're not going to support each other's stuff. Everybody's going to be so competitive. It's never going to be anything great. But we all from the same city, and we all trying to put each other on. We all trying to do great things. We're celebrating what each other is doing, man. It's really, really cool for me. I'm excited about this. G. Bush, you got something to tell us. What's up?
You know, it's so crazy, man. I had to, you know, I gotta really shout out Melita though, for real.
Yeah.
Because like when we first started the program, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. There's a lot of women out there that ain't really, you know, they be saying they down, right? But there's a lot of women out there that ain't really supporting they dudes' dreams, man. There's a lot of women out there like that would not let this rock like this, man. I mean, all of us collectively put a lot of money into trying to get this thing off the ground. And anytime that you married to somebody, that person got to be down with you 100% and being like, okay, we're going to spend that because it's coming out of a budget somewhere.
Right.
And she green like, I'm sorry, I didn't name how much though. Not how much.
She ain't seen all the receipts yet, but it's good. Melita.
And so she not only, Lucas, and I'm going to give you your microphone back to
No, go for it.
She not only showed up and supported us, man. She picked up in every level. I'm talking about production, being on us for scripts, being on teleprompter, where these lists at. Like not only she does that, like she's part of the team. It ain't no just like, oh, that's his wife. Like, nah, she's a vocal part of what we do, and we couldn't show without her. So here you go.
That's dope. That's big, Melita. Welcome to the show as well, the lady of the crew. Now they say this, and this is really true, right? We all know behind every good man is a good woman. Beside, in front of, around are great women, and so often in the stories of successful men, the women don't get highlighted, you know, and they need to. I know the things that my wife does to help me and support me makes this happen. When I told my wife every step of this thing, every investment for me to have this show was something else. Oh, babe, you know, I'm gonna have to get this camera. What's up with that? She like, we got the money. I'm like, we got it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we got it, kind of. She was like, do it. I'm like, today, right. I don't know, but I mean, I'm gonna keep the electric on at least because we got to have the lights for the show. But the rest of the junk, I can't promise we're gonna have gas and all that. That's extra, right? So, Melita, what was it like for you as Rashad, your visionary husband, who's always doing incredible stuff and doing many things? What were your thoughts when he said, hey, we're about to do this top 5. We about to put this thing together. How can you help us? What was that like for you? What was that conversation like?
With this show in particular, I really believe in it. I think it can be something very, very special. So I was all for it. I was 100% behind it, as I still am 100% behind it. And I wanted to be a part of it because I like to debate too, and I love music.
Okay.
So
So
I was all about it, and I was like, if there's anything I can do to help, let me put my hand in somewhere. And I was real lucky to be able to step in and help a little bit.
So look, I'm gonna share a little bit of a story. I ain't gonna get into it too much,
Uh-huh.
but when you're trying to do something, it's always hurdles and frustrations. And there was a
Right.
point in time where we didn't know we were gonna be able to pull this off. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just so many obstacles, and it was just like it had got to the point where I was like, my set is in my basement, and so
A lot of
I
people
built
don't know
my
that. Shout out to Rashad Melita
yeah,
for opening up their home,
I
literally.
built. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so and that was my office, and we kind of just stumbled upon that by accident. And so I built it. I designed the set. I got that background from when I worked at a TV station in Akron. But anyway, there's a point in time where everything was just like we didn't know if we were gonna be able to do it. And so I turned the couches around. You know what I'm saying? I took the lights down. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, we just gonna have to come back to it another time. She was like, no, we're doing this show.
Wow.
Call them back over here. I'm about to make these turkey sliders.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we doing this show. And I was just like, dang, she really believes in it. Because over the years, I wasn't always as good as I am. I'm not trying to brag, but there's been some projects that I've been a part of.
And she's seen them all. She's
weren't really
seen
worth
the
my time. And
right.
She's seen them all.
She's seen the wild wild
for her to
west
be like,
of yours. Yeah, she's seen it. Okay, I see you, Will Smith. She's
Right.
seen the wild
So
west. Right.
Right. So for her to be like, yo, no, we doing this, call everybody back over, we gonna make this happen no matter what. I was like, man, that was huge.
Wow.
That was huge. So
Shout out to the ladies out there watching, understanding that. And it's not about, I think a lot of times people like behind a good man, and women like, oh, I gotta be behind. It's like we all gotta have each other's back. Like as brothers, all of us right now, we got each other's back. Melita has your back. My wife has my back. That's what it's about. The community, all of you guys watching, everybody out here. Again, welcome to Lucas Live. I'm your host, Lucas Tyndale. I got the great cast and crew, the stars of the top 5. Soon to be one of the number 1 shows on YouTube. Soon to be one of the number 1 shows anywhere. I can't wait to see this show I'm streaming it to my TV, right? So quick story of me and my wife watching the top 5. I know she's watching right now, and I'm gonna win this argument because I'm the one telling the story. So anyway, here's what happened, right? So, because I get to tell it, you know what I'm saying? So me and my wife is like, we went out on date night last Friday, right? We out on a date, but when we come home, she goes to the room. I'm like, maybe she's going to go relax or whatever. She got her little office back there. I don't know. So I get on the couch. I get all with my phone. I'm ready to watch the top 5 because I see the new top 5 done dropped. I'm like, I'm watching the top 5. I don't know what she doing. She comes out. She like, what you doing? What you doing means what we doing, right? What you doing? But that don't mean what you doing. I mean what we about to do. Now I'm the same way. If I ask her what you doing, usually I'm trying to say what we about to do, baby. It's our time. It's the evening, whatever, right? So I'm like, she like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm about to watch this show. I'm like, you trying to watch the top 5? She like, yeah, I mean we can, whatever. So I pull it up. So I grab the Xbox controller, pull up YouTube on the Xbox. I never even did this before. I'm just like, I know it can happen, right? I find it on YouTube. I'm playing it on the screen. We weren't 5 minutes into the show before me and my wife are debating who's the top 5 singer, rapper, act/actor. We were all in off top. My wife is like, Jamie Foxx. No debate. Nobody else on her list. She's like, Jamie Foxx is the guy. I'm like, what about Will Smith? What are you talking about? Had to pause the whole show to argue like Will Smith. But when I start naming stuff like, babe, you crazy. Da. She like, Jamie. We watched the whole show, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all haven't seen the show, I'm gonna show y'all a clip from last episode. You got to watch it. You need to get in on these debates. You guys, somebody help me understand. That's the vision of it. G. Bush, help us understand. Is that what y'all was looking for? Is people to have moments like that?
Yeah, like, it's, how many people, being real shy, when we came up with the first time, we said, I shot the pilot of it with just Bryson and Trent, right? Uh-huh. And I was kind of going for what I was looking for. And then I believe the next day or something, I had told Rashad about it. And I gave him I sent him the little pilot that we had did, and he was totally sold. So I think it was either New Year's Eve or it was one of the family holidays, and we were actually all hanging out, and I was like, let's try this out. I was like, yo, hey Bryson, yo, who you feel like is the best, singer / actor? They got to be able to do both though. Right. And the entire house exploded.
Wow.
I mean, people wouldn't leave it alone. People wouldn't leave that topic alone. Like, everybody was like, no. They was texting back and forth like, nah, I got J-Lo here. They said that's unacceptable. And I thought, and I showed Rashad, and he was just like, he went and told Melita, and Melita was like, oh, they was going back and forth for a couple of days. So what really makes it great is the fact that we got different personalities, different styles, different flavors. Bryson's more of the cool, calm, collected one, the voice of reason. Trent's, he runs hot. He's controversial.
Right.
Mace's a wild. So when you get them together, it's just like you never really know, and that's what makes the show really hit, because everything's got a top 5, but it ain't really about your top 5. Is whether or not you can prove that. Can you debate that?
I love it.
Let me interject. Can y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm new to this now. So, my fault. My hand is in the face.
He like the grandpa on Zoom. Like, am I here? Am I working?
Correct.
You kiddos.
So the thing that I love about it is when we were coming up with the script and coming up with the idea, we realized that, like, not that we're nobodies, but we're just fans. We're fans of the art. We're fans of music, and we are a set of people. We have very valid opinions, but everybody's opinion is valid. Right. And what we love about it is that when we come up with the consensus, like, that's our consensus. Right. But our motto is, it's not about what's in our top 5, who's in your top 5. So what it does is it sparks debate. And when it sparks debate, it sparks research. And so what that does for the artist is now you have people that maybe you haven't checked for 5-10 years. You go back and look at their catalog. True. And you begin to appreciate them as artists again. And so in our culture, we have this whole relevant culture thing, which I just think is just garbage. Yeah. And what it is we take people who put their hard time and their life and their blood, sweat, and tears into making art, and then if they're not in our face every 10 minutes, then we forget about it. True. So what this show does is it highlights people who have actually put in the work, and it might be 10 years back, it might be 5 years back, or it might be somebody new, but it puts them, it has so many different diverse categories that anybody has a chance to win. Right. You know what I mean? And that's, to me, that's what was a brilliant thing. And, like, I mean, not to give it away, man, we got 45 categories. We already got season 3 mapped out.
45 categories?
We've been playing it since October. Wow. So this is no joke, man. Like, this is, when we said, hey, we put this first episode out, it's going to be a snowball, it's going to be a boulder going down the hill. We got to keep up with it. We all decided collectively to do it, man. And so we here, man.
Love it, man. Mace, so you're a music guy, right? Tell us a little bit about your love for music. You were sharing a little bit about the band and other things. You rap. Help us understand, like, how this perfectly fit into your life and kind of your brand anyway.
As far as when it came to the music, man, I'm real big on, I'm a real big R&B dude, a real big rap guy as well. But I be real big on the positive aspect. I ain't really big on the vulgarity of the cussing in the music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Because I don't do it, and I do music myself. Right. But when it comes to the debating, I just like the fact that it's a lot of people, like, when it comes to debating nowadays, it's kind of like an age thing. Right. Because sometimes you say something about Brandy and Cinderella or something like that, but nobody has seen that right now. You've never seen that before. Right. But if you pull out something like Prince or something like that, people pay homage to Prince and Michael Jackson and stuff like that because they hear it from other people. Right. But they don't. But when it says Michael Jackson, the first thing that clicked to their head, like, no, that's Chris Brown. What are you talking about, Michael Jackson? Boom. And that's what it does. But when it gives you the opportunity, like Rashad said, like, it gives you a chance to go back and look at the resumes, because there's been somebody that's been floating around on these past 2 episodes that I don't feel should be floating there. And it's just me. it's Jennifer Lopez is just everywhere, and I'm
Wait,
just like, wow.
hold up.
I'm like, why is she here?
Let's whoa, hold on. Okay, he's stirring up the pot. All right, let's talk, fellas. Wait. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So what were the okay? So what were the topics? Right. First episode that you guys dropped was singer, rapper slash dancers. Is that right? Was that the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. J-Lo sings. She acts. She dances. She shouldn't be on there. I mean, wait, Bryson.
She started off dancing.
Bryson, tell him what do you think?
Dancing.
She was a dancer. She was on what was she? She was on
Living Color.
Living Color, right? She was on there. She was a fly girl. So Bryson, help Mace understand what. Now you think J-Lo should be on there? Was she on your list?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, for sure. I mean, she's huge. I mean, it's J-Lo. Like, I guarantee you, 9 times will take. Like, I look at it as the will you get rushed in a mall scale.
Okay. That's the
if
scale.
J-Lo walks into the mall, they are stampeding.
I'll give you that.
I love
She's on the show.
Right.
They're doing it for the look too, though. They're not really doing it for the skill.
Oh.
I seen somebody debating and saying, well, if you put J-Lo on there, then Brandy should have been on there, and Trent didn't look like a fool.
Hey, listen, ladies.
If you go back and look at it, it's like, yo, Brandy's better than her on singing, but she don't dance.
Okay.
But J-Lo dance, but she can't sing.
Wait,
so like,
hold up.
Lucas.
Well,
Lucas, you see how it really get
the deal of doing all three.
I see
it. Lucas, like, this is like, bro, this is
like,
I love it.
man.
Listen, I'm gonna
Can't take it away.
just tell you. Listen, I'm gonna just tell you like this, man. Like, a lot of Garrett's job is to be a referee. Because like it gets crazy.
Right.
And Garrett has his own opinions, but a lot of his job is to be a referee because there's so many varying opinions. And I'm just gonna give a sneak peek, man. We did an episode, really like a heavy episode that's like one of those make or break you ones for season 2.
Okay.
And at the end of it, literally for like an hour and a half, it was an argument. Like
the show is off.
Literally, like the show was off. Cass was standing up. Cass was smacking their hand. You know what Cass started smacking the back of their hand.
It was real. Like, is it really going down?
And so, and not to give it away, but what it did was, as a creator, it forced me to realize like that show deserves a special spot. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, me and G Bush, we're going to take that argument to different places and to show how passionate we are about that particular subject, man. Hey, that's gonna be one of our best ones, man. Just because the passion was there, man. And it's a very heavy debated topic in our community all the time, and it comes up at least every year or two. Somebody's doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but it's real to us, man. It just shows me, man, how much music is a part of our culture and a part of our being.
Absolutely, I love it. So listen, this is I want to show another clip here. Of the top 5. Let me see what we got here, man. I wanted to just I got some episodes. I got an episode just pulled up, but y'all sent me a clip. So this was the last time on the top 5. I want to show everybody a little bit of this. Ladies and gentlemen, again, if you just tuned in, this is welcome to Lucas Live. Thank you guys for following us on Lucas Live Media. If you haven't already followed Lucas Live Media, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you're following us on Facebook. Check me out at Lucas Tyndale on LinkedIn and Periscope. I don't know where you're coming to us from, but we're broadcasting multiple places. Somebody shared this broadcast. Maybe you clicked on somebody you know, their page. You saw all these people on the screen. You was like, let me see what's up. Thank you for being here. I know when people go live, people don't always want to tap in because they feel like I'm going to get stuck in here and they're going to call me out and I'm going to be sitting here all night. I don't know why you would want to go anywhere anyway, but right. Join the show, make some comments, let us know. Now I want to hear from some of y'all. I want to hear. Now let me say this already. There was already some comments about the Brandy J-Lo. We got Tasha Ellis, friend of the show. She's such a loyal follower. Shout out to her. 8 a.m. in the morning, she's on with us. 7 p.m. in the evening, she's on with us. Shout out to Tasha Ellis. Appreciate it. She said, real quick, just to finish this part of the debate, she said J-Lo's whack. She said she's whack, though. She said, in that case, then Diddy would be on. And she said Diddy can dance. Did he dance, sing, rap? What do he do?
Talk.
She like, what's up?
Come on, man.
What I'm talking about.
G Bush, you muted, man. What's up, G Bush? Wait, I see G Bush got something to say. We can't hear you. We can't hear you, G Bush.
My fault?
There you go. You back on. Let's go.
You don't get invited to the Super Bowl if you whack.
Oh man.
Okay.
The whack is going to include if Bruno Mars was in the Super Bowl, if Beyonce was in the Super Bowl, if Prince was in the Super Bowl, and Michael Jackson stood here for 45 minutes doing this at the Super Bowl.
Froze like he was in Bangladesh. That's how he usually rock it. That's how he rock it all over the world. He just stand there for about 20 minutes. Right.
J-Lo is not whack. She's not. She got hits and she dances. And she got that same fountain of youth that Pharrell Williams got. They don't age. I don't know. They had him somewhere.
Right. What is it? Hey, in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the show, what do you think in the comments? That's what this show is about. It's not just about G. Bush as the host. He's just the moderator, right? Then we got the fellas who are on there. We got Melita behind the scenes. You got me and my wife at home arguing, tussling. No, we weren't fighting. But we got us sitting here. We want you guys to have these conversations, have these debates. Join it. This is Top 5 Live right now. You can join the discussion. Does J-Lo belong in a discussion about top 5 singer-dancers? Should J-Lo be there, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know what you think.
Man.
And you
got
gotta.
to top 20.
Should she be in the top 10, top 5?
No.
Mace says maybe the top 20. Rashad, what's up?
I'm gonna jump in here real quick. And this is actually something like we love these type of discussions because it lends to creating other lists. So here's the thing: we actually have a show that we're getting ready to. I mean, we're developing it, but you have to distinguish between vocalists and entertainers that happen to be singers. You see what I'm saying? Like now we did have a title for that we're not going to go with because we probably, you know what I'm saying? It's probably not going to work out. But the thing is, there is a distinction, and so you can't really say like J-Lo. No, she's not going to stand on stage with a Whitney Houston. You see what I'm saying?
No,
like,
right.
She'll stand on stage with Ashanti though. You see
Oh, well, yeah.
Stand on stage with Ashanti.
Ashanti.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like so she has to be in that conversation. So you have to make a distinction, and I think that this show allows us to make that distinction and still be respectful because at the end of the day, J-Lo can win. You know what I'm saying? She can win hers, and Whitney can win hers. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Hey, if we do it, we make a category where how many times can you say "baby" in a song that did hit? Ashanti will win hers. You know what I mean?
Oh wow!
The thing is,
depends on what you rate.
Her Keith Sweat is he baby?
Right.
That's Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat is not singing Nobody's Nothing. I don't know. It's a lot of Keith Sweat fans. Keith Sweat is still making money, right? He got hits. He got hits. My favorite Keith Sweat moment was in New Jack City. Other than that, I didn't know what he was doing. I mean, he was singing on the steps at the wedding. That's all I remember. I don't know.
Come on, man.
Right. We got Sharice Stokes Crawford in the shout out to Sharice, another Kenton McKinley grad.
Yes.
She said
Ashanti is terrible.
She said Ashanti is terrible. Come on, Rashad.
Hey, listen. Hey, that's why I'm behind the camera.
At the end of the day, we still trying to figure out what block Jenny from. Like she's not from that block, bro.
Oh,
she's
Jenny from the block,
man.
She said Jenny from the Lego block. Jenny ain't from the block,
but she's not top 10, yo. Not at all. Not at all.
Look, Garrett, we can't get Jenny on the show now. We can't get Jenny on the show now. Greg over here.
We can't do it, man.
We can't get on the show now.
We muting Mace's mics. Come on, Gene.
We gotta. Where we at? Keith Sweat.
Listen.
Oh, this is great. We appreciate, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are making comments. Thank you. We appreciate it. We want to see that. We want to have you guys in on the debate, in on the discussion. This is what this show is all about. So we're having fun doing it here live. Now listen, next Thursday, 7 p.m., this cast and crew, these stars are going to be back on. And we have a special surprise for you next week. You don't want to miss next week's episode. Now, we're not done. People start talking about next week. People start clicking off like we did. No, we got more to go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So stay here right now. If you haven't shared the broadcast, I don't know what you're doing. Go ahead and...
I don't know what they're doing either.
Go ahead and share the broadcast. Make it happen. Get it going. I don't know why you're playing. We still got time. Somebody now, people trying to get funny. I'm about to just go to a clip because somebody on here talking about some Milli Vanilli. We not going there with the top 2 braided brothers. They get it. They make it to the top 5.
Girl, you know it's true. Hey, they did them brothers wrong though. They did them brothers wrong, man. Hey, they were just trying to make it. They was just
But
trying to make it. They did
what
them
top
wrong,
five would
man.
they be on though? What top five would they be on? If you wanted to, Lucas, that's a question to you.
Milli
If you wanted to
Vanilli?
put Milli Vanilli on the top five, what would the category be called to put them in the top five?
Top 5 fakes that ever make it. All right, to ever make it on anybody's list. They ain't the only ones who ain't really got talent who
That's a
fake
fact.
it. Who fake it till they make it, and they got on. Now they got caught up with the track skipping, right? It's a whole auto tune generation,
Yeah.
right?
Yep,
exactly.
Half of them can't
Exactly.
sing. Then you got like a T-Pain who can actually sing, and this dude made auto tune super popular. I'm like, this dude should have been singing, and these other non-singing brothers. Anyway, so
Wait, hold on. We're gonna let you. I swear we're gonna let you play this clip. Milli Vanilli, he like, dog, let me hit the button. Like, Milli Vanilli actually had cuts, and by the way, the guy that's still living, he actually can sing okay. Check him out on YouTube if you want to go down a rabbit hole a little bit and just look. He actually got some songs he's singing acoustic live. Shout out to Milli Vanilli.
shout out to Milli Vanilli. I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
Somebody said, what age group are you guys going for? I don't know what you're trying to say. I mean, this person, I don't know. They like, y'all talking about Milli Vanilli. They're like, who is that? Who is that? But that's one thing now, Rashad or G. Bush, we were talking about this earlier. One of the things that's important about this show is that it is across generations, right? It's cross-generational. It's not just stuck in, we're only going to tell you Stevie Wonder is the dude or J-Lo is the person or Drake is the person. It's trying to really give a broader view of that. Rashad, what do you think about that as far as producing a show that can span generations?
So naturally, when you're doing a show, you know, the first season is a pilot season. You're trying to go for the point of least resistance. Like we all in our 30s, late 30s. You know what I mean? So we, you know, the 90s, 2000s. That was kind of the era of the music that really inspired us. But as we decided that we were going to go to season 2, we decided, hey, we need to broaden that. We need to go in a different direction. We actually got a couple categories that's really specifically for, you know, the newer cats. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, but here's the thing. And this is just me being biased. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when you're talking about a lot of these categories, especially if you're talking about artists themselves, you gotta have a body of work. You gotta
Right.
put the work in. Now, if you're talking about songs, anybody can get in. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But we used to respect people who had a body of work.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But then all of a sudden it came to this relevant culture to where we had, like, Waka Flocka was hot. And then you never saw Waka Flocka again. And then it was some other cat.
The flame
And
burned
then
out.
you never saw these cats again.
Right.
And to me,
Waka
because
Flocka,
you know,
no flame.
doing music, I could tell that's hurtful for an artist, and so they feel like they have to change themselves. And like I'm like that's not hot to me. You know what I mean? Like, but there are artists who stand the test of time and who make instant classics.
Okay.
And so to me, I'm like, I don't care how old you are. If your song is hot,
It's gonna be
your
hot.
song is hot. Now,
Yep.
Now, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this little.
All right. Then we gonna go to Mace.
That
Then we gonna go to
being
G.
said-
Bush. All right, let's go. Go ahead.
With that being said, we do realize that sometimes the show can kind of go towards nostalgic, but we have another show, and I'm gonna go ahead and let Bryson talk about that. We already got that developing, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and kick that off, Bryson.
All right. So listen. All right, Bryson, you go ahead. Now, Mace, I saw your hand moving. I don't know if you was raising it.
That was just.
Oh, he was just throwing upset. Okay, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if it was signals. I didn't know what was happening. I'm like, hold on, we're not gonna do gang signs on my show, brother. I don't know who you trying to talk to. Right, I don't know what's happening right now. G. Bush, wait, real quick. G. Bush, you had something, and then Bryson, you gonna let us know about the new show.
So it'll tee him up a little bit. I just want to clear something up. For me, I'm an old head, but I ain't one of these old heads that's gonna be walking around with Carl Kanai jeans and FUBU shirts. Like, I gotta have that
So
Right.
stuff. I listen to all the new cats. I be telling them I was standing on the table like, yo, listen, I like the whole drill scene in New York. I like Fabio Foreign. I like Pop Smoke. I think Lil Baby is fire. I think Gunna is dope. Listen, I don't care what nobody say about Young Thug. Young Thug is lit.
Okay.
There's some young dudes out here with that music that got some fire. So I rock with all the young dudes, man. And
Right.
you gotta, old heads, man, stop talking about all that 1985 stuff, man. Ice-T, he was dope, but some of these rap with him, bro. Like it's just about embracing new colors, new waves, new thought processes, and that's why Bryson and you, hopefully my man Trent will come on. You'll see where the show is trying to bring in the inclusion of
Right.
other cultures, man. So I'll let him talk about it.
Bryson, let us know what's up.
Yeah, the new show we got coming out here, we're working on right now. It's called Download King. It's a song between me and my brother Trent, aka Gucci Necktie, aka a lot of different things, Big Sexy. Some of y'all called him back in the day in the city. Yeah, And the Download King really was about is about music that is up and coming, that's fire, that you should be looking out for, and also some music from artists that may have been what I call untold gold is some things that flew under the radar that you might need to go YouTube real quick and go catch up with. So Download King, it's going to be a wide spectrum of things on there, not just on the hip hop circuit, but just everything.
Right.
We got a very large palette full of music. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Download King. You guys stay tuned for that. Dropping on YouTube coming soon. We're going to make sure we check that out and support that. Let's go to this next little piece. This is last time on Top 5. If you guys missed the most recent episode or you've never heard of this, or this is your first time, I'm not mad at you. Next week, when they back on and you still haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel and you still haven't watched the episodes, I'm going to be mad at you. I'm not going to understand. It's so good. And I'm not just saying this because I know these guys. I promise I watch it. And I'm a fan. My wife and I watched the show last Friday night after date night, so it's later in the evening. We have been to the movies and all this stuff. And we watched the show, and then we probably stayed up till 1, 2 in the morning, then watching Jamie Foxx videos, interviews. We got into the Jamie Foxx mode. We started really thinking about it. Like, Jamie Foxx is dope. Like, I don't think either of us argued that, but she was the one who said he was number one. And if you watch the show, you're going to see how that turns out. Is it Will Smith? Is it Jamie Foxx? Is it somebody else? You're going to see that on the show. But we stayed up that night. It got us into the groove. It got us in the music. It got us thinking about it. It got us enjoying just good music again and laughing and having fun together. So people who just sitting around watching Netflix, sitting there quietly, there's just sitting there on the couch, you on a date, you kicking it with your spouse, whatever it is, like turn on a show like this so you can then have a discussion. It's almost like a show and a game at the same time. You get to play along at the same time. So
I like that.
You gotta get into it.
That was a jewel.
Hey, you dropping jewels. Hold on.
That was real. That was real.
We gotta get that patent real quick.
Look at that.
We gotta get that patent. You dropping jewels.
Hey, right. I didn't know. It was real. It was real. Let's check out this clip. Y'all check this out. Y'all want to see what's happening last time on the Top 5.
He's an amazing actor, and he had one of the greatest songs ever.
He about to say Ice Cube. I
He had
know
one of
he
the
is.
greatest songs ever.
He about to say Ice Cube.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Will Smith does not belong there. To me.
What? Is Trump really trolling? If we gonna talk about what Will Smith is doing, that's Independence Day.
Parents don't understand.
You can't go into the summer without playing summertime.
Welcome to Miami.
Come on, man. Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3.
Get him, Jared. Get him, Jared.
Girl, you did this. Hey, bro, you did
Talk to
this.
that man. Talk to that man.
Let's not even talk about that. He did Men in Black, but here comes the Men in Black. The song was cool, great. Summertime. Hold on, wait. Summertime was one of the best, not just hip hop, but best songs of all
For sure.
time.
Welcome to Miami.
No, you said getting genuine and welcome to
I don't care if you like Welcome to Miami or you didn't like Miami likes Welcome to Miami.
Good one, buddy. Oh man.
Man, how could you not watch that show? I don't know, again, what's something wrong if you're not watching it? What y'all think? So, Rashad, what's it like putting something together like that? I don't know who else just saw that, who never saw the show before. Show some love in the comments if you haven't seen it before. If you haven't seen it before, if you can appreciate the quality of the show. Rashad, y'all built a set in your basement. People say they hungry. I'm in my basement right now. My whole set is in my basement. People want to do something. People think they got to go to Hollywood. People think they got to go. Everybody's saying, well, if I had more, I could do more. we making it happen with what we got. How do you put together something that looks so good, man? How you do it? How do you do it?
So it's crazy, man. I always go back to this moment. When I first met Belita and she was trying to trap me up.
Wow.
She took me to Detroit, and we went to the Motown Museum, and I literally was like in tears the whole time. Cause I'm like, yo, this is, at the time I wanted to do music, but this man just took houses and took his house and built it and took other houses and turned it into studios. But listen to the music, you never really understood that that's what it was until they moved to LA and all that backstory.
Yeah.
And so we were actually discussing, where we were going to shoot the show, and we had a place in Alliance, and then we walked in the basement just to have a discussion, and Gary was like, dude, let's just do it down here. What are you talking about? We ain't going to pay to, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we just took that money and we put it towards the set. And so, you know me, I stay with $10,000 worth of cameras, you know what I'm saying, everywhere I go.
Right.
So we had the cameras, got some lenses, you know what I'm saying, had to build on the audio equipment. It's crazy. I started off in audio, but I didn't have all the audio equipment I thought that I needed. And so as we went along, the audio started getting better, started building audio equipment. And so by the time we got to about the 4th, 5th episode, man, it was just, it was fun. It was almost like we weren't, it wasn't a struggle. It wasn't working. You know what I mean? Like, we were just doing our things. So
incredible.
The vision is really, the vision is really ongoing. Like, not to give it away too much, but we had actually the episode that you guys just saw sparked another section moving forward. So we had a section where we said we're going to highlight these particular people, and we got to the end of the show and we realized we had missed like 4 or 5 people.
Right.
We're like, wait a minute, we can't do a show without talking about them. And so it developed a section called Goat Talk. And so that's where we talk about the people who, you know what I'm saying, should be up there. And we also talk about some people who paved the way. And so, like, the show starts to develop itself and takes on its own character. And just to be able to have the freedom to do that, it's a very creatively satisfying experience.
That's dope. I mean, it's crazy. G. Bush, you go to Rashad's house. Now, I've been to Rashad's house. The brother's basement is, like, huge. His ceilings is, like, higher than, it's like cathedral ceilings in the basement, right? You're like, what they built it? How deep did they dig to build this house? Like, what is going on here, right? So you go there, you see the potential, and G. Bush, what were your first thoughts? Like, why think we can do it there? Why do you think that was possible?
Well, Rashad is always sandbagging. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll come out with his work. Like, when he was doing music, I used to get so frustrated. Bryce can tell you, man, he used to deliver these beats, and he was working with an artist named Troy. Shout out to him. Shout out to Troy. And he came up with this mixtape of 8 songs when he was working in Chillicothe, Ohio. And Rashad used to come up and just like play these songs, and he would be like, "Yeah, but it's not done. It's half finished."
Right.
It was the hottest thing you ever heard. You'd be like, "What?" Right.
So I'm like, well, if you don't quit coming to me with these fire tracks, talking all that. And so basically, when we got into video and film, I had saw his work, and he was like, I was doing my show at the barbershop, and he pulled up on me and was like, "Yo, I think I can take your joint to the next level." And I mean, it's Rashad, so I'm like, all right, let me see if he gonna do this. So
let's see if we gonna get this thing done.
But when I seen him the next time, I think we really wasn't like kicking it. And it wasn't like we was kicking it, we was just mad busy, right? He had family, different things. So after he came up and pulled up on me and said, "Yo, I'm trying to help you," and he sent me some of his work. He was out of here. I'm like, this dude is really not on just the strength that you like my brother, but
right.
So when I started working with him, we have been moving around trying to get like a warehouse and coming up with different things, because we more than one idea. We want to keep building and bring infrastructure and stuff. So the situation is, like, I went in his basement and he was like, "Yeah, man, so let's talk about where that one spot we supposed to go look at in Cleveland." I'm like, "What spot? We in the spot. What you talking about?"
This is like the spot right here.
And we went to work, and we put some elbow grease into it, and You know what I'm saying? Melita was nice enough to just turn her whole situation into a studio. And then the crazy part was, it still evolves. We got some more people to introduce. It's a whole nother couple cats that got to come back because season is totally different. The set is even different from season 1 to 2. We always trying to show progression. So
I love it.
I always keep preaching, man. Invest in your own self.
I love it.
If you can get that studio and you can roll over and get out of bed, you can shoot.
Here I am, right? People like, how you go so hard? How you go? I'm in my house, right? I'm here. You there, right? I'm here. I set it up here. Yes, it's possible.
Special guest in the building. I think somebody.
The next time.
Gucci.
Hold on, we got another person. He got to turn this thing the other way. You got to flip that phone and flip that around the landscape for us. We're gonna bring in another member. Mace, you still good to hang with us, or you got to run? What's up, my man? I don't want to lose you.
I'm good.
Oh, you good? Okay, good. All right, let's see. We're going to try to bring another person on. See, we're doing things for the first time here on Lucas Live. We got another man. Welcome to the show. G. Bush, why don't you kick it over to another star of the show? Let him introduce him for us.
Man, you know, this is a young boy, you know, so not even young. He like a young OG, man. You know, he been kicking it with us since he was like 15, 16, like going to parties, hanging out, doing his thing. But you know, when we was all doing it, I just kept telling people, I said, yo, we got to get him to do this show. Like, because at the point in time, he didn't even know he was going to jump. I was like, we got to get him to do the show. Because, you know, he got charisma. He got a lot of ideas. He opinionated. Sometimes we butt heads. But his energy level, as you can see, is something that really worked on the cast, man. And salute to him and all the stuff he's doing. But yeah, we're going to bring young Gucci Necktie.
Yeah, Gucci Necktie.
Yo.
I think he hears somewhere. We can hear you. We can't see you, brother. But
Hold up.
y'all can see him. There's another. Oh, there you go. He in there. I think he got on a mask. I don't know what's happening. He in quarantine. I don't know what that is.
Pandemic front lighter over here. Oh my gosh. What's good, man? How y'all feeling today?
We're doing good, man. Glad to have you. Welcome to the show, my man. Glad to have you. So what's up, man? You got into this top 5 thing. Man, I have to call you out before we even get started. I feel like, was you the one who dropped Brandy on to your top 5?
You know,
I was like,
gotta live with that.
And it was like Mo to the E to the, they was like, is that the dancer you was talking about? I think Ray said it. Like, is that the dancer you talking about right there?
Hey, I gotta live
she
with
spun
that.
around one time. He was like, oh, she got it. I seen that. She spun and didn't fall. I was like, what?
Good boy.
Hey, Trent, you always take it somewhere else, man. It'd be like, why? Tell us, you got a different taste? You like to mix it up? Where does it come from, man? What's up?
I mean, I like to mix it up a little bit, but I think it's just preference, man, my personal preference. Everyone has different tastes. Everyone has different things they like, and I have a personal preference, and I stick to that, you know? I stick to that preference.
Right. Okay. Hey, Trip, can you turn are you on your phone? Can you turn it landscape? Turn it the other way so we can fill you in on the screen like everybody else. Okay. Boom. Now you in there like everybody. All right. Good.
Yeah.
My producer is texting me. She like, tell him to fix it. Okay. Got it on the Apple Watch. She was like,
he out here tripping.
Right. He always doing stuff sideways. You know, that's just like Trent. He coming in sideways.
Fully.
I love it.
Fully.
So listen, Trent, Bryson, G. Bush, you guys are blood brothers. Is that correct?
Yep.
Raised in the same house.
As far as I know.
As far as you know, right? There was some speculation.
We can debate it right now. We can debate it.
All right.
That's cool. I mean, it really don't matter if I was adopted. They gave me the same amount of food, so
it don't really matter. I was treated good in the house. It don't matter.
Bryce in the middle brother, so we never know, man. We might have picked him up from Save-A-Lot. We know.
He was in the Save-A-Lot parking lot in the car, just sitting there.
I love you, bro.
You're right.
Put him on situations like it's Oregon Trail. He'd be like, no, nigga rats.
Guess what? If I'm adopted, at least my birth into the family was planned.
Oh, he's jumping in on the baby brother.
Oh man.
It's getting real. Top five.
Top five get competitive on every level.
They don't care.
Exclusive.
There's no limit. There's no going too low. Shout out to my man Randy Sistruk in the house on the show. He's in the audience here with us. Shout out to him, showing love always, man.
Shout out to my man Trump, man. Listen, he out there doing big things, man.
Absolutely.
Some money from you, dog. I see you out here, Playboy. We watching. I see you doing.
We need a billboard, brother. We need to be on a billboard.
So, but for really to answer your question though about the brother situation is we all brothers, and you know, everybody got opposite personalities. And I think the one thing that really make it work is, you know, these ain't just debates that we've been talking about just now. Like, these dudes we'll be in the house, like,
right,
and they're so passionate about whose song is the best. Nah, that's trash, bro. That's old. We ain't talking about that no more. These dudes tussling around like, nah, I ain't trying to play that no more. Energy,
hey, man. I'm the younger brother, so you know I gotta actually fight for my word, man.
Okay.
Gotta fight for my word.
Okay.
Got to.
Right. I love it. This is cool to see a real dynamic. Mace, what's it like to be amongst these brothers? And again, I have to admit, your lists seem to be like thought out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying others aren't, because I don't know who said no. Mace, what's it like when they say something way off the wall? I mean, I can see you start shaking your head. You about to pass out. Some days I'm like, he's leaving. I'm like, Mace is out. He's done. He can't take it any longer. He will not stand for this. He's a music guy. Mace, what's it like being with these brothers going at it?
Man, look, like just being on the set, but not, even though we kind of like, we don't know what anybody's about to say. You don't know. So, but being around them, me personally, I'm thinking that they know music until you see the list. Then I'm like,
shots fired. Uh-oh.
Like,
Wait a minute.
This? Like, wait, hold up. Right. But what I like, first of all, like what I like about Trent, even if he says something like off the wall, like when y'all seen the last episode, the Will Smith situation, that
we got to talk about that.
You ain't watching, you got to go.
If you got to see it,
but for him to, I like the way that he backs what he says.
Okay.
He don't just say it and just be like, oh, that's
true.
He always got some type of information behind it. So even though you be like, late at night when you ain't doing nothing, you like,
you think about it.
Think what Trent was talking about, like, and then you pull it up, and then sometimes it'd be like, you know what? He kind of had a point, but I couldn't give it to him on the show.
Right.
But he had a point when it was me by myself. He had a point. And I can't do that when I'm fighting for my thing.
He fought for that
and that's what I like. That's what I like about.
I love it.
I like about how he stand for his. I like how Bryson. He's so mellow tone. It don't matter what you say.
Right.
It's me.
Right.
It's Boss Diggity. That's it. Like, it's. I don't care what you said. You heard what I said. That's it.
Right.
And that's what it is. And then G. Bush, I feel he be picking sides, bro.
Oh, you do? Wait a minute.
I feel he be picking sides.
Ladies and gentlemen. What is happening?
I feel a couple episodes. I feel I should be up 2-0. I feel like
ding ding.
And I feel the consensus. I feel the fans. I feel the comment section is like, yeah, Mace got the best joints. You know what I'm saying? But man, G. Bush be chopping me by the knees, and I'm already 5'3". He take me to like 4'2".
No, chopping him down.
So I be getting sliced. I be like, all right.
G. Bush, we need an answer.
I don't want to foreshadow it, but if you thought what Trent said with Brandy was agreed,
man,
most egregious joints of all time. You just said,
hey,
I can't.
That season finale. That season finale.
Hey man, I'm
that season finale will live on in infamy forever.
I'm fighting for the belt. I'm fighting for Mercedes next episodes.
I'm telling you, man.
I took it hard the last 2 episodes, but y'all gonna see, man. I'm coming back, man.
Okay.
But if you've been paying attention, because even though at the end of the show, we'll post what the consensus is, and we'll say what the top 5 is, and the show goes off.
Right.
If you go back and look, Trent's 2-0.
I don't know. I mean,
what? So he answered the number one. He had the number one person of the top 5 on both episodes.
No, well, he has the most people in the top 5.
Got you. Interesting.
So even though the Brandy situation, he still had 4 people in that joint, so he still won that episode.
Got you. Now, wait. Somebody got to
keep it interesting. Got to keep it interesting.
I love it.
It's crazy.
He had Mo to the E to the. I mean, I know she was coming out on Netflix, and I know we were trying to show some love to the black shows, but I was like, did he just say Moesha's a dancer? I was like, I must have missed that episode. Well, what was she on? Wait. Now listen, y'all forgot to say this because I think she came up on the actor. She came up on the recent one too, the actor-singer one, right? Okay. Now y'all forgot she was on Thea back in the day. Was that the name of the show? She was, her and Jason Weaver and them was on Thea back in the day, right? Still don't mean she. I don't know. I still don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, she's still not making it though.
So real quick, I'm gonna go ahead. I wanna highlight a couple things, man. So like I said, the show is evolving. So you'll see, this episode it's a very light episode. It's very comedic. You know what I mean? Like, but as the show evolves, it gets more competitive. And so as a producer, I felt the need to take a hold of that element and add another element to the show. And so without giving it away, you know what I'm saying, next week we're gonna have something special, man, and we're gonna allow everybody to participate in that competitiveness. But one thing I want to point out, man, about my man Greg, man, like, so we all live here. I mean, G. Bush lives in Cleveland. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold on, Rashad. You just threw out a whole new name. Wait a minute. We gotta get to. We gotta get. Can we get?
Wait, I think I got this Monty on the.
Like we like 19 names and running.
Yeah, I'm in whatever.
Just call him something.
My man,
he like just call me.
Just call me. Bottom left with the glasses and the
bottom left. Just call me Monty. Watch City, AKA. Right. He called him by his government name. And he was like Gregory. Wait a minute. I was like, who is Gregory?
He was looking through his pants like, who is Gregory?
Right. I'm like, Gregory's not on the show, Rashad. I don't know what you're talking about.
So,
he got 10 passport
just right. Just call me Monty. Man.
All right, so go ahead. He don't even live in Ohio. You were saying, Rashad, he's from here, but he doesn't currently live here.
Right. So this man was getting on the Greyhound every week to come do these shows.
Wow.
Like, straight dedication. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
dope.
and that, to me, that showed me, like, man, people really believe in this. You know what I'm saying? Outside of this, I'm here looking at it every day. This man is traveling, you know what I'm saying, 200 miles to come. And then on top of that, man, I'm going to go ahead and drop this, man. Like, a lot of the bumper music and all of that, man, he produced that.
That's dope.
We didn't have to
know
go
that.
outside for any music. Yeah. He produced the bumper music. He produced the intro music.
I love
it. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I watched him do it in my truck on the way to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
What?
In my truck.
Talent out here.
Yeah, you want this intro? Yeah, so he really is an intricate part of this whole thing, man. He added a flavor that just made it. It just made it special, man. Yeah. It just made it special. And I think as the season goes on, you'll see, man, like, this is really something special.
That's dope. Yeah. I love it.
Shout out to Jigga Watt.
Shout out to King. Hey, clear it up for us. Hey, clear it up for us, my man. What should we call you, brother? Because, I mean, you got fans, you got followers. You going to grow. I don't know if you know about marketing, but, like, Walmart don't change their name too often. You know what I mean? They want you to know it's Walmart. They'll be like, it's Walmart. Now you be like, Walmart or Walmart. So help us understand. What should we call you? Because I wanted to call you Monty because you said just call me Monty.
Just call me Monty. And it was supposed to just be Monty. But just call me got
stayed on there. Okay.
That became something.
Right.
And then I don't know, man. It's just I don't know,
it's
man.
Evolving.
I know for a fact that I'm not a different character all the time. So just call me Monty's here today and then tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no different mindset.
You're not schizophrenic. Okay,
just,
cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much.
You know what?
I don't know.
We love it though.
I gotta take a little bit of responsibility for that, man. Why my man might have an identity crisis, man. So this is I'm gonna be real. Like this is from jump. The moment I met him, we were at Umstead Hall, right?
Oh my God!
It was a band concert. This man had on a gray, like a
Shiny.
silver suit, shiny suit. This is when Mace had just came out. I don't know if you pay attention. This man looked so dead on Mace. I was like, yo, this cat is Mace. I didn't even know what
That's
his
where
real
it came
name
from?
was.
Never.
That's where it came from.
I didn't know
we didn't even know what this man's real name was until he actually joined the band. He was like, oh, his name is Gray. We still gonna call you Mace, though. We still gonna call you Mace.
You didn't know his name until like 6 months ago.
G Bush just said it on set. He was like, "Yo, where'd you get this Mace from?" Like, I'm like, "Yo, Rashad made that up, man. I never called myself that.
That's
Rashad
crazy.
did that. Like, it was literally, I was in the 8th grade band for Crenshaw Middle School. Mr. Watson was my band director, and we did
Shout
one
out to
of the.
Mr. Watson.
I think it was the winter program at the school. And I was in the band. I went into the band room. Rashad was there. Terrell was there. Duran was there. Everybody was there. And they just seen me. And then they was just like, man, he looked like Mace. He's just like popping around the corner like, he looked like Mace, I do. And then all of a sudden, after when the summer came and we had band camp for the percussion section, it just stuck on, and that's just what it was, man. And I'm talking about, they took that all 4 years, man. I had teachers calling me Mace in school.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, okay, I got it. So it was just Harlem World. We won't stop for the whole 4 years. That's what it
I love it. And it was the right time. I love it.
You better get it clear, man. Trump might come ask for that birth certificate.
Who's who?
Right. That's probably why I didn't get my last stimulus check. The name wasn't right. I'm sitting there like,
that was coming slow.
Man, like, what's going on, man?
Right.
No.
Right.
Love it. Melita, this cast of characters is not only doing this wild show, they in your house. Y'all got little ones. You got to make sure the little ones is good. They got to get a turkey slider too. So how do you and you're working, you're doing other stuff. What's it like adding this into your life and really showing a love for it? Because I think it's incredible that it's not like just one more. It's like a labor of love, not just labor. What's this like for you?
It's hectic. It's a little crazy. And Rashad probably gets the brunt of my stress.
She waits till they leave, and then it's
yeah.
Right. You guys have a good night now. Take care. Take care as soon as the door closed. This stuff be flying. They be like, the lights flickering? What's happening? Right.
No, but it's cool. I enjoy being in the moment. I enjoy like the actual show and doing all that stuff. The stuff that leads up into it, it's not always fun, but I do enjoy the research. I do enjoy, doing some of the things and making the list and realizing that, I'm an actual intrigued part of the show.
That's awesome.
At the same time, working with these fellas can be rough.
No easy task.
Not me though.
But they're all right. They're all right. I love them like family, so it's cool.
So look, I'm gonna tell you.
I apologize. That's me. She's talking about mostly me.
You can't be talking about me.
She be sending in threatening text messages like, I need send out something like, hey, bro, y'all got to get this list, man. Like, saying you messing with a man's livelihood, bro. He gonna mess around.
Right. He gonna be sleeping on the top 5 couch. Right.
That's it.
Hey,
top 5 couch.
Right.
I think to me one of the most interesting dynamics is I'm Rashad to her, but then when it's time to make decisions about the show, I'm the producer. So it's like I'm cutthroat about stuff, and she just be like, "Why are you so mean?" I'm like, "No, I don't have time to be making.
That's tough.
I don't have time to
get
discuss. Like, no, we're not doing that." And so to her to see that side of me, like, and she,
I know that feeling.
Sometimes it'd be kind of funny, man. But I'm like, as a producer, your job is to make decisions. Your job is to be able to see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and so I understand that, but like, she's never seen that side of me to this capacity, and it's it's kind of funny watching her reaction sometimes because it be kind of sharp.
Hey Lucas, I be right there. Like when I was coming up, I was spending the night at their house when we were shooting the shows. So I'm all like, when she asked Rashad, like, what should we be doing? Rashad would just turn around and say, "Get it done." I turn around, look at her.
Wait.
And I just be like,
"Do we need to call the domestic violence hotline? Like, what just happened?" I hope he didn't mean he slapped her.
But then it was like this one situation when we first started at the beginning.
Wait, let's clarify. We got people calling 911 and stuff.
Listen.
This was not a literal slap, right? This was like he worked her around and said something.
No.
I just want to be clear for all. This is a family friendly show. I don't want people turning off.
Yeah,
saying,
no.
Like okay, so he didn't really slap her. Thank you. All right.
No. But like I said, and I think it was like the first episode before we even shot. We was downstairs talking about I think it was me, Melita, and Rashad, and we was talking about Beyonce and Rihanna. We stayed up till 4:00 in the morning on that debate. We played both albums front to back, and then played the I think it was the Usher and the Chris Brown. We was talking about that one. We was trying to match that out. But Melita was all in, and she had to be back at work at like 6:00 or maybe 7 in the morning. She was up till 4.
Wow.
Full play.
I love it.
Rihanna, wait, hold on. Chris Brown, Usher, what? Yeah, like she's
Love
all in. When you're talking to us, you talking to her. She's all in, man.
That's dope. That's dope. Trent, what'd you say?
I said that's dedication to the fullest, man.
For real.
That's right there why this show is so dope. Because people actually got regular jobs outside of this. So they putting their heart and their time into this. Whatever time they got after their little work or job they got, they put into this. So that's why y'all should stay tuned and watch this.
Ooh, stay tuned.
For sure.
And I'm gonna speak. And if I may, Lucas, man, I know we just cutting you off, bro.
Hey, it's all good. All right, y'all do your thing.
If I may speak to just the work ethic, you know what I'm saying, of the brothers, man. Like I'm gonna start with G Bush. G Bush is coming from Cleveland, man. This guy got 20 shows. That's like he got 20 shows. He's
doing a lot.
Like while we were doing this, Trent got promoted. You see what I'm saying? Like Trent got promoted to a manager.
Wow.
He come through. He get a couple energy drinks. Cool. Bryson actually got a job as a coach. All while this is all we all doing production. And these cats still coming through. Get a couple energy drinks and do it. And Bryson just got married.
Wow. Okay.
Like so.
Congratulations.
So life is happening. Life is happening. But they really showing like, okay, we there, we here, we dedicated, man, and that just means a lot, man, because I live in this world. You know what I mean? Like I live in film and creative world, like that's where I am, like all the time. But for somebody to have to do a 9 to 5 and have that mental stress, and then come, you know what I'm saying, and be creative and be fun and bring that energy, man, like it says a lot. It says a lot to me personally.
I love it.
Man, we just trying to project some light and some laughter through the pandemic, man, and enjoyment for real. That's what I get the best out of that when people are enjoying themselves.
And let's not forget that we're like one of these episodes you won't notice because he's behind the scenes, but I don't think Rashad gets enough credit. This dude was in Akron building a whole deck from the beginning.
House.
Wow.
From a whole deck, then came down and got back home at like 8:30 and we started shooting at 9. I'm talking about hard labor, picking up 2x4s or whatever it took to build a deck.
Bob V. build.
After he was done, like it wasn't even partially done. He did the whole deck the whole day, and then came down and shot.
Talented.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Talented dude, man. Rashad is a guy. I was in a wedding that Rashad, he shot the wedding and did the video. And I was watching the video trying to remember what wedding this was. I was watching it like, I don't think I was in that. I was like, I don't think I was at that wedding. I don't think I ever been in a music video before. I don't remember. I did get out of a limo, but I didn't get out in slow motion and look all cool like that and look at the camera and be like, boom, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was happening. The music was playing. It was crazy. Shout out to Rashad and all the talent he brings. Shout out to Trailer to my wife's book, A Small Piece of Her Heart. Crazy, so much fun, going to different places, shooting different stuff. Again, opened up his house. We shot some scenes there. And his house is a very creative space because his wife, not always, but at times she lets him get his craft on. See other people do little crafts and build little stuff. This man will redo the whole kitchen on a Tuesday just because, or start tearing it up. Like, why is your refrigerator away from the wall? Well, I'm about to redo all of that, and then we're gonna build it back. And we're gonna put it back. I'm gonna put a dresser around the stove. Is that a dresser or a stove? What is happening? I don't know. It's rough.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Lucas, because you hit a pinpoint. The only problem with that is none of it's done. None of it's done.
I was giving them a visual. They didn't know.
Except
set
for
is the only thing that's finished in the whole house.
Set is finished. That's love right there. That's love.
But they ain't got no running water. Just the set is good, but the water ain't really attached to the pipes. And
It's all good, man. It's a lot of vaccines in them hoses. You can get real healthy. You drink out the hose. We talked about that. You know what I'm saying? They got the why is the hose coming in from outside into the house? I don't understand. But you know, whatever it takes to get the house back in order. So man, we're gonna listen. Shout out to Ebony Akron in the comments. She said we need to do a Lucas Live top 5. I love that. Maybe our audience let them tell us what was the top 5 episodes. We had almost 100 episodes. Let's talk about who were some of the best guests. We just had Kenny Peterson on earlier this week. It was crazy. He killed it. But that was just on top of some other phenomenal guests we've had. Rashad, you've been on the show. G. Bush, you've been on the show. I mean, you guys were some of my... Rashad was my second guest ever. And it was on your show, Rashad, that we dropped the preview to the top 5. It was crazy. Yeah. Then G. Bush was on a few weeks later. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I can't tell you guys again how much I appreciate the love and support of what I'm doing. I can't tell you guys how much I love. I'm not playing. I'm not joking. I'm not saying it. If I didn't know y'all and I came across this show, I would watch this show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Top 5, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, if you're not they dropping a new one tomorrow, you don't want to miss it. Don't be late on the debate. Don't be late on the discussion. Post some clips back to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Talk about it. Get hashtag Top 5. Top F5VE. I love it, right? It's creative. Yeah. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen.
Bring back the countdown.
Bringing back the countdown show. G. Bush, end us. Let us know. Give them something to think about.
All right. So you know what I'm saying? We can be on here all crazy all day, but you know, we want y'all to come back next week and get that debut. We're gonna drop something just for Lucas Live. We're gonna preview that episode. It's gonna be right here. You can check that out as episode 3, and the topic is gonna be a really fun one. It's most overplayed songs, the most over of all time. So we're gonna get into that, and we want to announce that we're gonna do a Cash App giveaway. You know what I'm saying?
Next week.
Hey man, we get
live.
Listen. Here's how we doing it. So let me go ahead and take this. So, like I said, we kind of alluded to it before. This is like a game show, and so we want everybody to participate. It's not just about our top 5; it's about who's in your top 5. So to give y'all a taste of that, next week when we on the show, it's going to be a topic that everybody's familiar with. Chris Brown. We're going to talk about Chris Brown. Everybody got their favorite Chris Brown song. We're going to give people a chance at the beginning, before the show drops.
Okay.
Drop your list.
Yep.
Drop your list. If your list is close, whoever's closest, whoever that we grab to first, that's closest.
Okay.
We're gonna drop something on the Cash App. So it's real out here, man.
Go get that bread, y'all.
I love
it. No games.
Y'all don't want to miss it.
Yeah. You see the eyeballs.
They looking.
Yeah, go get you some gas money.
This real. This is for real.
15. Get your money. This is the top 5 stimulus check.
I love
it. Top 5 stimulus. Top 5 stimulus.
If $50 right to the Cash App, whoever got Brown.
Love it. Gentlemen,
you dang near don't even gotta do nothing but just come
$50. You know what you can do with 50.
Hey, y'all don't want to miss next week. Next Thursday, 7 p.m., same time, same cast of characters. Go join us again. We're going to drop a new episode of Top 5 live on the show. But you guys are going to have an opportunity. You want to get in early because you're going to have an opportunity to win $50 straight to your Cash App live. You're going to have an opportunity to get that. You don't want to miss it. We want to do giveaways on the show, fellas. Thank you guys for bringing the energy. Thanks for bringing the love. Thanks for bringing the videos, guys. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you guys so much. We're going to have you guys back on next Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys don't want to miss. Next week, we're going to do this again. The show's back on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Lucas Live. Tuesday, Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. Thursday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern. You guys, next week's going to be amazing. A lot of fun, a lot of energy. This cast, the characters, the crew, the stars of Top 5 will be back on the show. And you guys want to be there with your chance to win $50 straight to your Cash App. Everybody, thank you guys for being here. Everybody have a great night. Take care.